Welcome back to the VR workshop. Today we're working on controls. So it's time to start tackling some of the smaller jobs in this project. And one of them was moving the bars inwards. The amount of wind pressure you get on your upper body because you're free, you're in the wind, there's nothing protecting you, it's quite phenomenal. And I remember, well, I actually spoke to the camera we had in the bike. After one of the runs I said it so I wouldn't forget that we have to do something with these bars.
I also feel my bars need to be in slightly, but I'm not sure how we can do that.
So the original bars, the grip was sitting here. We've got new risers, and we're trying to get the brake lever to sit in far enough. It means adjusting quite a lot. It's probably going to need trimming of the bottom of the brake lever there. But if this works, we're gonna save about 50 mil inwards, which is a good amount. We may have to put the bar in and out. I'm going to have to sit on top of it and understand how feasible it is at that angle. But I mean, realistically, you're only uncomfortable for a couple of minutes. So a comfortable bar position versus less wind pressure, I'll take that any day. But it's work in progress. Well, it's a lot tighter, a lot tighter. So, this was our original bar risers. It didn't give us the option to tuck the bars in further, just the design and the shape. So we had to run the brake and the clutch at this side of the clamp, which meant the grip used to end up about there. I've measured that, 65 mil. So we've managed to bring everything in by 65 millimeters, which is going to be a huge amount because it means I can tuck all my arms in, everything can get closer to the bike, which is going to be a massive help with the wind resistance. It's still going to be horrible, but it will be better. Yeah. So we made progress yesterday. We've now got the bars completed. They're a lot narrower, so they'll be a lot better with wind resistance. But one of the things that enabled us to move the left-hand bar so much further in was that we removed the thumb brake for the rear wheel off the bar completely. And we're now going to be putting a conventional rear brake at the foot. Thought process at the time was if we had a thumb brake during wheel spin, we could maybe just manage the wheel spin with the thumb brake and just dampen it down a little bit. Yeah, I was dreaming. no chance of that happening. You can do it in a track with a 1000cc bike, but definitely not on the Assault. In this box somewhere, there will be hopefully enough parts to create some sort of foot brake. This is a compilation of parts that have been there for years and years in various projects, but I'm pretty confident in here somewhere we'll have enough to make a foot brake. So let's have a look. Right, let's have a look what's in here. It's a master cylinder, we'll need one of them. That looks like an Aprilia rear set. Part of a Ducati rear set. That is a thumb brake, won't need one of them. That is the original thumb brake that was on the bike. You might need that part. That is an Aprilia brake setup, complete with a switch, because we'll need one of them. Maybe. Definitely. That's 1080 race rear sets. Also 1080 race. Okay, that's Ducati. I recognise that. Okay. That's workable. We can make something with that. The Aprilia one, although it's complete, I have no idea how the master cylinder. It looks like there's too many mounting points on it, so that's a no. Whereas the Ducati one, we can figure out a mounting point somewhere with this. Okay. Never throw anything out. Okay. Got a configuration of a rear brake mounted. I'll be honest, I don't even know what this lever's from. It's a Ducati of some sort, but it's not a 748 916 kind of family. I really don't know where it's from. Anyway, it gives me the right angle-ish, kind of tucks everything up. Now, my feet sit down at that angle, because you're basically lying flat. So any brake I need to have is here. And with this lever pointing up the way, from whatever lever it is, that's the kind of position I need it in. Which isn't too bad. We've got mounting plate here, we can bring brackets around and make that work. However, there's an exhaust goes in here. So let's try that. Ah! Yes, that happened. Okay. That's roughly where the exhaust goes. Ah! Okay. Well, that is a problem. Realistically, I would need some sort of hinge here, have the lever sticking down, and have another anchorage point or lever point, and have the master cylinder up here somewhere. This is not going to be easy. Or we can make it very easy. How badly do we need a front brake? Here's another thought. Who said you have to use the rear brake with your toes? You can mount it here and just lift our foot off for braking that way. You have to lift your foot off a car to use the brake, so why not on a bike? I may need a bit of line down to test that, but that is another option. Well, this mock-up works, proof of concept works. The heel plate has to stay because you need that to guide your toe towards the peg. If it wasn't there, I'd be catching my foot on the master cylinder, no doubt. So that's going to stay. So the final version is going to have to be spaced out in a way so that heel plate covers the master cylinder. But it works surprisingly well. You can reach it quite easily. Final version will also have to have a peg that's not been crashed and a nice bracket instead of this just plate of aluminium that's lying around. Something like that. Powder coat, of course. So yeah, another job done. We'll measure up a brake line to run it down to the back caliper. I'll probably keep the long one, just in case there's an issue at tech and they're not happy with this. We will have the opportunity to use the front brake. We'll just have to remove the front caliper, or the line off the front caliper, and we'll use the front lever for the back brake if there's an issue. Give us options. And there we have it. Our rear brake is now back to where our foot is, though somewhat unconventionally mounted. Everything's good. Brakes are bled, which was the normal Ducati pain. The mount will still have to come off at some point and get powder coated. We'll do that with a lot of other bits at the same time. But other than that, it's ready to go. Move on to some other projects tomorrow. So thanks for your comments so far in the videos. It's been helpful and insightful. Like everything else, if there's something you're interested in or want to know about more, just feel free to drop us a line. We'll happy to tell you. Until the next time.